Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a custom branded mobile app with AgilePoint NX mobile app accelerator. We knew that our customers wanted even more control over their mobile apps. They also wanted to reduce the complexity of building mobile apps and listing them on the app stores with their own branding. Today we are excited to announce AgilePoint NX mobile app accelerator, the next generation of AgilePoint NX on mobile. AgilePoint NX mobile app accelerator includes a low-code app development tool that enables people to create native enterprise mobile applications for iOS, Android, or Windows devices without having to write any code. They can then deliver this app to their business users within a matter of few minutes. Some of the key features of the mobile app accelerator includes creating your own enterprise mobile apps with your own company name in a matter of minutes, customizing your apps with logos, colors, and images to match your company's branding so that the app is instantly recognizable by your company's employees, significantly simplify app configuration for employees by pre-configuring the app with your org-wide settings. For example, the users of the app do not have to remember things like what is the AgilePoint server URL or what authentication to use. Next, ability to define custom app menu and filter, which enables you to create an app which is configured for specific set of applications. For example, you can create an HR app which has HR applications listed, a finance app which has only the finance applications listed. You can also share app over the air via secure deployment using MDM, solution using Intune. You can create apps for public store listing as well as device specific apps. To learn more about AgilePoint NX App Accelerator and how it will make it easy to build mobile apps, check out the rest of the demo. So now I am on Mobile App Accelerator portal and I'm going to log in. You can get a credential of the Mobile App Accelerator by contacting support, and if it is listed as part of a licensing agreement, you will get an account which can be used by your company's admin to generate mobile apps. So I'm going to log in. Now since I'm logging onto this environment which is fresh, I have not configured it yet. So if I try and say I want to create a new app, it will show me a warning that first I have to set up the default app settings. This has to be done only first time. The idea behind this is that once I have listed these common settings in a common area, all the apps can inherit these settings. I don't have to feed these every time while creating a new mobile app, because I might be creating multiple ones, like I said, some for HR, some for finance. So I'm going to quickly copy some of the text from my Scratchpad. I'm going to say my company name is Vaxo. Here is the website URL, support information, info email, copyright. Next, I can pre-configure what authentication should be used by the application. As you know, AgilePoint supports multiple authentication, and some of these can get technical for end users. For example, if I wanted my end users to use a Windows Azure Active Directory, you cannot expect them to type in the client ID, return URL, resource URL, those kind of things, right? So your administrator can pre-configure these for your app so that the end user does not have to deal with this low level detail. I'm going to just keep AgilePoint ID, though I can enable multiple and I can mark one of them as default. I can type in my AgilePoint server URL. Again, my end users don't have to remember these. Next, I can provide it a list of applications which are available in my AgilePoint NX portal. I can import this multiple times. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my AgilePoint NX portal. Going to go to settings. Build Apps, Process Designer. And you'll see a new button over here called Export the List of Applications. I'm going to click Download, and you see it exported the list of applications for me. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to select a file. So all the list of applications are now available. Next, I'm going to switch to menu options. Now I can completely rebrand my menu options as well. I can give it custom names. I can even disable out of the box menu options from AgilePoint. I'm going to just keep the default. Next, I can choose the styling of my app. And this is a live preview section, so I can see how those stylings would look like. I can go with one of these 4 out of the box ones, or I can even create a custom one with my color pickers. I'm going to stick with blue. I can upload the images of my the artwork used by my mobile app. So I'm done updating all the logos over here and the custom artwork. As you can see, again, the size of individual logos are all specified over here, and which part of the screen we are talking about is also shown on the right hand side. Next, I can also configure a predefined notification list which needs to be notified every time a new build is available. So I can type emails like these and go ahead and click save. So with that, my default configurations are saved, and I can now go to create an app, give the name to my mobile app. I'm going to call it Expense Report app. I can give it some description. I can provide a version number for my mobile app. Select a default language. I'm going to go with English. And then, as you can see, rest of the information is all pre-populated. Now I can change it if I wanted on a per app level, but it inherits that information from the default settings. So I don't have to keep typing it for every app. So you can see the URLs are also maintained. So I can go ahead and click next. Now on this screen, it tells me, do you want to apply any app filter? So I can say I want to see all the mobile enabled AgilePoint NX applications in my mobile app, or I want to see the specific ones. So you remember I imported a list of applications, and those are available to me over here as well. So I can see it here. I can check the check boxes accordingly. I can say, okay, no, I want to generate it for, say, specific application, and I click next. Next, I can see the default menus. I'm going to go ahead with that. Next, it asks me for which platform do I want to generate it. Now I can select multiple of them, and when I select it, for example, Android, Windows, or iOS, it will ask me for which store I want to build it. So I can build it for private store, a public store build, or a device specific build as well. Since I am not having the certificate for the iOS app at this point of time, I'm going to say I want to build it for, say, Android and Windows. Now iOS, just I can get a certificate and supply it as well. The same thing. So I'm going to say I want to build it for a private store, and I'll call the package Expense Report app. Okay. Next, I'm going to go ahead and click next. And pick the styling. Now, as I said, I can pick any of the stylings. So I'm going to go with the default blue. You can see all the images and artwork which I provided in the default section are all inherited as well. And I can go in and either add more email addresses over here, or I can just say either save as draft or just submit it for a build. So once I do that, within next few minutes, I would receive an email that the build is successful, and I can download the package and then put it in my MDM store, which is Microsoft Intune. So in this case, it is showing me that these two builds have been queued up. Now at any point of time, if I go back to the home page, you can see now I have one app, and if I go to my apps from here or from the menu, I can see my app listed over here. I can either submit a build request, I can view or edit it, or I can even archive it. So I'm going to first just click on view and edit. And it shows me a quick summary of what it is, and it's showing me that they are in queue. Within next few minutes, it will be saying available for download. And if I wanted to edit something, I can always go in and edit it, and it brings me back to this screen. So let's go back to my apps. Now let's talk about some of the remaining screens. So I can say I want to archive it if I'm no longer using it. I can archive this thing. So it goes away. And if I go to the archive section, it's like a recycle bin. I can see it over here. I can restore it as well or permanently delete it. So I'm going to say I want to restore it. And it should be back in my app section. There you go. Next, I can even do some reporting against it. So I can see I have one published app right now. I can see successful build reports, failed build reports, overview. Similarly, if I go over here, I can always change the default app settings. And also I have ability to change the user settings. Now this is my own personal profile. I can get in, say what is my email and what is my preferred language in which I want to see the mobile app portal. So if I set it to say Spanish, these all labels will start showing up in Spanish. Thanks a lot for your time.